So you've just gone to the doctors and you need to make changes to your diet. You said a few little things like processed food and salt, but you've left thinking, what do I actually do? This is what happened to a friend of mine. This series is about the food. See my first series to see the suggested areas that you can make lifestyle changes to shift that dial. The choices we make every day about what we eat can really help support your blood pressure, and keeping that down reduces the risk of heart disease, stroke, and dementia. Heart disease and dementia are one of our biggest killers, so it's imperative that we do make those changes if you have high blood pressure. When people think of blood pressure and food, we instantly think salt and bad food, processed food, and that is true. But there's the other side, and that's incorporating the good food. Now, fiber is a really important part of this. A low fiber diet doesn't directly cause high blood pressure. It's not like that. It's not like smoking a cigarette, but there is an indirect relationship. But what we do know, and the studies have shown, that people that have a high fiber diet tend to have lower heart condition. There are reasons for this. It's like better weight management, blood sugar control, improved gut health. Food that have a high in fiber generally have antioxidants as well. Fiber fills you up. Fiber slows the absorption of carbohydrates. Remember, your white bread and your pasta doesn't have fiber, and so you get hungry because it's getting absorbed quicker. What they're doing is it's spiking your insulin up. Now, having fiber slows that all down and improves your insulin sensitivity. This will assist in reducing your risk of insulin diabetes. The poor insulin sensitivity is associated with high blood pressure. Your gut bacteria love fiber. That's what they eat. They absolutely love it. You can watch my videos on gut health. But all these bacteria are amazing for our body, and they reduce inflammation, and they really help the blood vessel function. No animal product has fiber. Dairy and meat does not. It only comes from plants. So plant products doesn't just have fiber. It has minerals and vitamins and antioxidants. These are all so needed for the body. So it's not just the fibers, the magic cure for your blood pressure. It's that it encompasses so much that's protective for your body, that's helping your blood pressure. See it that way. Okay, salt. So what it is sodium. So what happens is that sodium helps to regulate the fluid in your body. Now, if you have high salt, then your body's going to hold more water. And so it's having more fluid in your bloodstream is putting more pressure on your blood volume, more pressure on your heart, and on your blood vessel walls. Some people are more salt sensitive than others. As you get older, you tend to be more sensitive to salt. So as we age, we're going to feel the effects generally more. If you have kidney disease, this is also going to be an issue. But the majority of the salt's probably coming from the processed food, your takeaway food, your deli meats, commercial sources. I mean, when I make a meal, there's definitely a distinct difference with that than a takeaway meal. And often you probably find when I've had, say, heavy Chinese, I'm very thirsty afterwards. That's the salt in it, or the MSG. So, like the fiber, see salt as not so much. I'm going to not add it to my meals. Think about the meals you're having that are the takeaway, the process, the sources, and see if you can swap those out. Okay, perfect segue, processed food. So processed food is just downright bad for you. We've just gone on about that. So we just talked about the sodium levels that are in it. We've talked about how they're low in fiber. They have very bad oils. They need to have a shelf life, and all the good oils don't have a shelf life. They generally do not have a high content of vegetables and legumes or whole grains. So when you have processed food, remember you're having refined carbohydrates, you've got salt going on here, you have low fiber, so you tend to eat more, and they tend to be nutrient low, calorie dense. So they don't help with your weight management. And weight is a very big correlation with high blood pressure. It's not the processed food cause high blood pressure because it's a lifestyle thing with blood pressure. It's that they have all of these things that we spoke about that have a link to high blood pressure. So what's the solution with food and high blood pressure? So it's eating more fruits, vegetables, nuts, legumes. You want the fiber up, you want the antioxidants up. you're going to reduce your processed takeaway food because it's going to reduce the salt. So for the next few weeks, this is what I'm telling my friend to make adjustments. Again, he's not making huge major life changes. We've got to do this slowly. You're going to add a piece of fruit every single day. It'd be great if he adds with that fruit some yogurt or nuts. Once a week, make sure there's some beans or lentils added to the meals. I actually have beans and lentils often, probably 4 times through the week, the salads or dinners, but let's just aim for one for this week. The dinner plate half of the dinner plate is to be filled with vegetables. We're going to make sure that when we're having processed snacks, that we swap them for a healthy one. So again, it could be that fruit and the nuts, or it could be yogurt, it could be peanut butter on a celery stick, it could be a piece of cheese on a cracker, but make some healthy swaps in the snacks this week. These aren't big changes, but these shifts will slowly make changes to your blood pressure, and that's what we want to see. More importantly, as well, these changes are going to actually give you more energy, and ultimately, what we're trying to do is age healthily and have a great health span. Join me on the next series, which will be on exercise. Subscribe so you don't miss it, and please make a comment. I'd love to hear how you're going or your thoughts on your blood pressure and if in the past what you've done to make changes to your diet.